Hi, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another video. And this is one of the paid requests I got from Vonte. Thank you so much for that. For those interested in requesting any type of videos, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal. I also got a Patreon and a Cash App because people have asked me about those. It could be for pretty much any type of video, random topic, movie news, video game playthrough, commentary, reaction, review, re-review, whatever the case may be, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Which is funny, Vonte sent in a couple requests, and one was for a reaction, few reviews, video game playthrough for an hour, a topic, so a whole variety. So I appreciate that, Vonte. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. I really appreciate it. But this is for Bride of Chucky from 1998, which is one of those films that when I first saw it, I did not mind the film. I will be honest, I did not mind the film. I get that it's trying to be a bit more refreshing, that it tried to change it up and not be the same thing over and over again, doing something new and different. I can appreciate that. That's why I do not think it is the worst of the franchise. It definitely got worse afterward. But I much prefer the first three Child's Play films when I watch this film nowadays. I like Child's Play 1, 2, and 3 quite a bit. I go back to fourth, which is my favorite, Child's Play or Child's Play 2. Child's Play 3 I found underrated. I like the Child's Play remake. I thought that was a good way of doing it, where it was a good looking movie with some decent death scenes and gore. I like the little kid who played Andy. I did not mind Mark Hamill's performance. Yes, he's no Brad Dourif, but I didn't mind what he did. I liked the robot AI motif on it. I thought that made sense. I thought it was the best Chucky thing we've had since Child's Play 3. Yes, Seed of Chucky is worse than this. I know people love Curse of Chucky. I think that film sucks. I think Cult of Chucky sucks, and I'm glad that TV show, because that sucked. I only saw 1 or 2 episodes. I think maybe 3 episodes, but that was enough for me. I know I'm like 3 minutes in, I haven't gotten into this. Because, long story short of the setup, Jennifer Tilly comes in as Tiffany, which you find out that she used to be the girlfriend of Brad Dourif's character before he was killed and got into the Chucky doll. She gets the doll from police lockup, trying to get money to a cop and then kills him, takes the doll. One thing leads to another, she brings Chucky back to life, wanting a relationship again. Sooner or later get Chucky out of his body, but things happen. Things don't go the way they're supposed to. Tiffany is put into a doll. The two of them need to get to Brad Dourif's body, the cemetery, where now we've added in this this jewel thing that now was never a thing in the first 3 films. Which, hell, I like Jason Goes to Hell, and that adds stuff that was never part of the other film. So okay, you just again do something a bit different. They trick this new young couple. One of them is Katherine Heigl, to take these dolls and say, hey, you know what, I need these dolls taken up. There's some money for you. These young folks want to run away because Katherine Heigl, doesn't like her uncle, played by John Ritter, who's the chief of police, and he's a dick. They love each other. They want to run away and have a happily ever after. And throughout the trip, Chucky and Tiffany kill some people and ultimately take the couple hostage, and then you get your finale of the film. It's directed by Ronnie Yu, who had done films like The Bride with white hair. Later would do Freddy vs. Jason. He got the job because of this movie. I looked at the box office. I always assumed this was a bigger hit than it was. It made about as much money as the first Child's Play. And it only made like 4 million, maybe 5 million more than Child's Play 2. Child's Play 3 did not do well. It made only like 14 million in the US. And again, that's why, years later they wanted to reboot it in this way. And they put some marketing into this. I remember this being heavily marketed. Chucky was even on WCW trying to do a promo against Rick Steiner, which was cringe as fuck. Stupid, cringe as fuck. But again, I'm sure compared to the budget, it made money and did well on home video. But again, I looked at the boxes and went, wow, this only made like 30 some million. For some reason, I thought it made like 45, 50 million. I don't know why I thought that, but that wasn't the case. I'm just talking about the US, that is. Now, I will say Ronnie Yu, both in this and Freddy vs. Jason, I think he can make good-looking movies in terms of it's a very slick-looking film. Slick production values. There's a bit where an RV goes off the road and is done in slow motion. There's a couple explosions done. For the most part, practical. There's a couple of death scenes that have a bit of style, in particular when Tiffany throws this bottle at this hotel honeymoon suite that hits the mirror and the shards fall down into this thieving couple in a waterbed, and you see the slow-mo where it explodes and then you have blood in it. So there are some stylistic looking shots in the film. The soundtrack, there's a couple of cool tracks. I do like Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie. I know there's another Rob Zombie song because Chucky listens to it in the car. I forget what it was called though. Some of the familiar faces, Lawrence Dane, who I remember from Rituals with Hal Holbrook, he plays a detective here. Kathy Najimy, which I forgot she was in this, who is in Sister Act. She was one of the three witches in Hocus Pocus. She's in here as a maid at the hotel, which I'm like, I forgot she was in this. Yes, Katherine Heigl, fairly early in her career before she would do other films with, was it Judd Apatow and such. Which, the thing is that she always had this reputation of being hard to work with. Yeah, she was a knocked up, and yeah, pretty much everyone thought she was a pain in the ass. That's kind of why you don't really hear about Katherine Heigl anymore. Of course, John Ritter, may he rest in peace, and then his son was in Freddy vs. Jason. Cool to see John Ritter there. I mean, yes, he's playing a villain, he's playing a bit of a dick, and does have kind of a unique death scene with the nails into his face. So, I mean, the animatronic work on Chucky is fairly well done. Like the special effects, the makeup, not too bad. Not too bad. Both on the Chucky, that's more the jigsaw-looking Chucky. Obviously, because of what happened in Child's Play 3, he was chopped up to pieces. So they do at least keep a bit of that continuity. And again, the animatronic work is fairly well done. So yeah, I'm saying all these positives, and that's more I could say for Seed, Curse, and Cult, in my opinion. I know people liked some of them. So it's not like a dumpster fire. It's not like one of the worst sequels ever or anything in between. It's not like, this is a piece of shit. But I'm not a fan of the movie. Why? I get the direction of going to more comedy. I get that. Because like I said, and I'll repeat, it wanted to do something different. It does not just want to do a repeat of the first three films. But maybe it was funny when I first saw it, but watch it again, just not. Other than a couple lines from Brad Dourif, who does do a wonderful job once again as Chucky. Ain't the size that counts, asshole, is how you use it. Or, I always come back, but dying is such a bitch. a lot of it just felt really kind of cringe watching it again. I do not like Jennifer Tilly. She's a hot looking lady. I don't think she's a good actress. I know people disagree with me and people love her. I never thought she was a good actress. That's why I call her Jennifer Titties. Because the titties are the only good thing. Unless she's naked, I don't want to see her. I do not think she's a good actress. Her voice, the way she tries to act, she tries to act like a baby doll, and she tries to act like this, and she thinks she's Marilyn. She thinks she's Marilyn Monroe, instead of her acting, delivery, and choices. I never tell you, I gotta talk like this. And then I gotta talk like this. Happy birthday, Mr. President. I don't care about Jennifer Titties. I'm sorry, I do not think she's a good actress. I do not. You disagree all you want, that's fine. I thought she sucks. She sucks as an actress. There's really not much of any roles that I think that I liked her in. Maybe the I could tolerate her in, but not really like. So that's one thing. I did not like the Tiffany character. And then because she's used so much afterward, I got more and more and more annoyed with that character. Where and also because she flip-flops all over the place all the time. Well, because she's crazy. Okay, yeah, but she's really about love, but then Chucky will kill her, but then the next one she's perfectly fine, but then Chucky kills her again, but then she's perfectly fine, and then she goes along and helps Chucky, even though Chucky keeps killing her, but then she either conveniently forgets or, oh, whoop-de-doo, shit happened, she's crazy, so just result in that, and so that's why I can't really take her character, okay, maybe not, I don't say seriously, but then you're like, well, are you supposed to take the character seriously? But it kind of is trying to with the Bride of Frankenstein motif, We Belong Dead, her seeing the couple and appreciating the couple's love, and she's always, why can't I get along with the good guys? Because you never want to, lady. She literally says it, why can't I get along with the good guys? Because you don't want to, because each time you die you come back. All the times that Chucky kills you, you still go with him. So I hated the Tiffany character. I found her very annoying, very irritating. The jokes, like the sex scene, I did the first time. I was like, wow, they did so, whoo, I never thought they'd do that. Now I'm like, just stupid, man. Okay, yeah, and they have a kid, and then the kid thinks his parents are from made in Hong Kong, so he speaks Japanese, and he pisses his pants, and then the other stuff. I was like, just very much in the goofball, more parody, more silly, more goofball horseshit territory. And I don't know why, maybe I think of Thor, where Thor, there's humor, but then they tried to make more silly and goofy with Thor Ragnarok, and they took it too far. You kind of mad at the film, the start of that train of thought that fucking derailed. So the humor didn't work for me as compared to maybe back then it maybe did, not nowadays. Tiffany I found very annoying. The couple of the newlyweds, like, or soon to be newlyweds, I didn't give a rat's ass about them. Can anyone sit there and tell me they gave a shit about Katherine Heigl and White Wonder Bread, whatever the hell his name was? Does anyone remember that guy's name? I will have to look it up. The guy, which I don't know if he did anything since, that no one will give a rat's ass about. Nick Stable as Jesse Miller. Nick Stable. Does anyone remember anything this? What has this guy done since then? He did something called Descendant, Dead White Clown Nose Theory, Telling of the Shoes. a made-for-TV Nancy Drew from 2002, episode of Without a Trace, recurring on Days of Our Lives, an episode of General Hospital. Yeah, no one gave a fuck about Nick as Jesse. Katherine Heigl, same thing. Didn't give a rat's ass about those characters. Didn't give a rat's ass about their predicament and how throughout the film they start thinking one is a serial killer, and that didn't really matter because as soon as they keep thinking about it, then their third buddy, who is a gay character, finds them only to the dolls to come alive. And then the gay kid gets run over by a truck into some pretty bad CGI gore. The plot, I didn't care about. Okay, they gotta go from one place to the other to get to Brad Dourif's, his human former body. Again, they get this jewel amulet thing. And the couple decide to do this because they think $1,000 is going to help them start a life. I'm like, really? In Jersey? Is $1,000 going to get you far in Jersey? I don't know. I mean, $1,000 doesn't seem like it would do much of anything, but I guess they gotta have some reason. And that's the thing, if I don't care about the two characters, Katherine Heigl and her butt boy boyfriend, if I don't care about Tiffany, all I got is Chucky, and it's cool to hear Brad Dourif, and animatronics is pretty solid. It was cool to see that design once, but I do prefer the design in the first three movies. That may be enough for people, but for me, I'm sitting there going, well, I got a lot more out of the first three films because I actually like Justin Whalen in Child's Play 3. I like Alice Vincent, the kid actor, in Child's Play 1 and 2. I like the character of Kyle in Child's Play 2. I like Catherine Hicks and Chris Sarandon in Child's Play 1. See, there's people I actually like to take me on the journey of the story. And that's the thing. Those three films, the humans are the stars. Here, Chucky is the star. And that's kind of what you would see later on. Where Cedar Chucky, his son, and Chucky Tiffany, those are the stars of the film. Not really the human characters. And that's the thing, is that for me can only get you so far, and then I stop caring because I don't care who lives, I don't care who dies. I'm not invested in it. I don't really care what's going to happen next, so why do I care about your film? And it ends with the human characters get Chucky and Tiffany to turn on each other. The RV crashes. They get to the cemetery. They do a trade. Because one has Tiffany, the other has Katherine Heigl. Tiffany decides to turn on Chucky because she wants this couple to live. They get into a shovel fight. Tiffany gets killed. Lawrence Dane, the cop, gets there. Which I'm trying to remember how the hell he knew they were there. I know he was on the case, but I'm trying to remember how he knew. I'm sure the movie did explain how Lawrence Dane knew they were there, but I can't remember. He sees it. Katherine Heigl gets the gun, shoots Chucky. The cop says, you guys can leave. Granted, as a cop, you would think, go to the police car, I'm going to take you back to the station. That's usually how it works with cops, but not in this movie. No, don't get in my car and I'll take you back to the station because I don't ask you questions. Or you sit down and stay over there. No, you guys can go. Go where? To Jersey? Like, you didn't even ask them where they're going. So, it's just so that they could be out of the way so that Tiffany could give birth. And the little baby Tritter jumps on Laura's Dane and then, I guess we're to assume, kills the cop. Oh, it's a little baby doll, like, just do this and just do that. But anyway. Like I said, it definitely had a decent marketing campaign. I remember the song being used, A White Wedding. That we used a lot in the marketing. I think Valentine's Day this came out, didn't it? I think it, in the title, the tagline, Chucky Gets Lucky. So they definitely marketed this quite a bit, so that definitely helped with the box office. Oh no, it was October 1998. Okay, so I don't know why I thought February. I don't know, maybe that would have helped better. But it made $50 million worldwide, $25 million budget, so that definitely helped the overseas gross. And then funny enough, they took like 6 years to do the next one. So, and Seed of Chucky is just awful. But yeah, Bride of Chucky, like I said, it's one of those films I didn't mind when I first saw it, but watch it now. I mean, is it the worst sequel? No. Is it the worst Chucky film? No. But do I like it? Not really. Does it have good stuff to it? Yeah, like I mentioned. Brad Dourif, good animatronic work, couple funny lines from Brad, decent, style to the direction, but don't care about the human cast, don't care about the characters, don't like Tiffany, the humor, the sex stuff, it just not that funny to me as I'm older. Oh my god, yeah, whatever. It's stupid. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks for watching, take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye for now.